This is Nikki, founder of Imagine Me. I want everyone to understand what Imagine Me is about, what I'm going to be doing, and what I want people to get from me working with them. Because Imagine Me is not just a company about fashion, helping you design your clothes, what to wear that helps you look good. It's about helping people to feel good on the inside. A lot of people are walking around and their insides are so tainted and so destroyed that it reflects their outer appearance. I myself, some years ago back, wore a size 22. And while I always maintain a fashionably correct concept, I didn't always feel good about being in that particular skin. It never made me look bad on the outside, but I didn't always feel great about myself. I've encountered a lot of women on this journey who have been battered mentally, physically, and emotionally, and it reflects their outer appearance. And I think that we have to understand that being abused on the inside and outside is a direct relationship to how we look when we walk out the doors of our homes. We have to go beyond the surface of appearance and putting on clothes to hide the bruises of the spirit. So I want people to be healed from within in order to be good on the outside. Now, I'm not a doctor, a psychologist. I went to college. I know a whole lot about life because I'm 47 and I've been through a lot of things. And I'm able to share a lot of information that I've learned along the way with people who are coming in my direction. I just want people to be able to feel beauty within themselves and on the outside. And it's not about looks. It's not about what you can buy to make yourself look better. It's about feeling good about yourself. And a lot of people I walk around every day, they don't feel good about themselves, so they don't look good at all. You may encounter people who you wonder, how did you come outside like that? How did your hair look like that? How do you dare wear that, or how do you look that way? Because they don't feel good about themselves. So you may have a conversation with these people and you'll be surprised at things you understand. I've had conversations with people and I walk away sometimes. I cry because of the brokenness of their spirit. And the brokenness of the spirit comes from relationships of all kinds, not just men and women, but from parenting, from other people in their lives. Some people have been abused all of their lives by different aspects of relationships. And I want to help those people to get beyond what has hurt them so that they can shine from within, so that they do look good on the outside. Being able to accept who we are as people, as women, as men who have the same issues helps us to evolve greater than what we became, that what we were in the beginning, and it helps us to become who we want to be now. When I started with ideas for the name of a business, I couldn't think of anything. And all I could do is remember closing my eyes sometimes and looking in the mirror and saying, imagine if that was me. And when I got to this pinnacle that I reached so far, and it's not even the highest that I want to go, I realized that I can be exactly who I imagine myself to be, which is sitting right here now creating my own YouTube page. So when I start going around helping people, people can see where they came from and where we want them to be. I want people to be able to look at this and understand that it's not just about what we think is beautiful on the outside. It goes deeper than that. It goes to the soul. It goes to the spirit. It goes to the heart of a human being, so that when people walk by you, you're no longer afraid of feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, but that your beauty is so powerful that the glow around you is so bright that even the dullest eyes will be able to see it. And that's what Imagine Me is going to be about, helping people get outside themselves, empowering women and men to be able to stand on their own and to feel that beauty. And we're going to take those things and apply that with the way we see ourselves, re-imaging our clothing, our makeup, our hair, because all of it comes together and becomes one. And then when you get that, you will find exactly what it is that you've been looking for. And you will make sure that you will never go back to the depths of what put you in that place in the first place. And sometimes we don't know what situations have brought us to places of ugly of the spirit, ugly of the heart, and ugly of the soul. It can be anything. Pain from love, pain from heartache, pain from heartbreak can be tremendously overwhelming. And we've all been there. And if you get stuck in it, the ugly that we feel becomes the ugly that we are. And you can't let ugly be your name when you weren't born with it. So I want people to understand that I'm just not helping you to put on makeup and put together clothes. I want to help people to get outside of who they are, what they see, and imagine that image becoming reality. So that the millions of people that people refuse to work with, I'm going after the people that don't have $1,000 or $500 to come and work with them so that they can have the success like those who have all the money. The people who don't have a lot tend to be the ones that are left by the wayside. I want to come after those who don't believe that they can do better, but I want to make sure they will be better. So come on for the ride, you guys. It's a journey. We all have to make it. You have the God-given right to be beautiful on the outside and on the inside. And you have a God-given right because he made us all beautiful. We were made in his image. So you have the right, the divine right to fly like any angel. And if you believe in the mythological bird of the phoenix, it burns in the ashes and it is recreated in its own beautiful image. So you have the right to go as far as you want, but to come back again better than you've ever been before. So I know from experience going to the lowest and coming back to the highest and reaching the middle and standing still and not knowing which direction to go in. But now I'm on one path, one direction, one journey, and that is to make everything around me as beautiful as I feel on the inside be what is on the outside for everyone that I touch. So if you're ready and if you want, you can come along. If you feel like you can't, then you have to stay behind. Imagine you, imagine me, imagine us all.